Good day. Here are the stories for the Manila Times for Monday, March 1, 2021. With the arrival of the first shipments of COVID-19 vaccines on Sunday, the government is expected to kick up efforts to achieve its target of inoculating 70% of the country's more than 110 million population. But formidable challenges lie ahead, not the least of which is the reluctance of many Filipinos to get a jab in the arm, unconvinced that the shot they would be getting is safe or effective. Logistical problems could also crop up. Health officials have conducted simulation exercises to determine how fast the vaccine could be delivered to inoculation centers. Dry runs are fine, but unforeseen hitches must be considered during actual deliveries. Sticking to the vaccines, the shipment of the China-donated CoronaVac arrived on Sunday, the first vaccine for COVID-19 to reach the Philippines. A second shipment from AstraZeneca, due on Monday, will be delayed because of a global supply problem. The 600,000 doses of CoronaVac arrived on a Chinese military transport plane at the Villamor Air Base in Pasay City. They were immediately transferred to the Department of Health's warehouse in Marikina City. During a ceremony welcoming the shipment, President Rodrigo Duterte thanked Chinese President Xi Jinping for the donation. Duterte said he plans to visit Beijing soon to personally express his gratitude to Xi. In a television interview later on Sunday, Health Secretary Francisco Duque III announced that the delivery of the more than 500,000 doses of the AstraZeneca vaccine would be delayed. A Filipino pharmaceutical firm plans to build the country's first vaccine plant to manufacture COVID-19 vaccines. Glovax Biotech has informed the Department of Trade and Industry and the Bureau of Investments of its desire to construct a vaccine plant in partnership with South Korea-based Ubiologics and LG Chem to produce the UCORVAC-19 vaccine, which was developed by POP Biotechnologies. The company said it discussed with DTI's National Development Corporation the possible investment collaboration because the vaccine plant was projected to cost 7 billion pesos, including tech transfer costs. Chief Presidential Legal Counsel Salvador Panelo said there was nothing illegal with getting inoculated with unregulated vaccines. He made the comment in his show Counterpoint on Saturday amid arguments on former Special Envoy to China and columnist Ramon Tulfo's disclosure that he was inoculated with China-made BBIBP COR-V vaccine along with other government officials whom he refused to identify. Tulfo said he was inoculated after he applied to be one of the vaccine's distributors in the country. The Department of the Interior and local government on Sunday said travel authority from the Philippine National Police and medical certificates from local government units are no longer required for domestic travel via air, sea, or land. The ILG spokesman, Jonathan Malaya, said the new protocol set by the Interagency Task Force for the Management of Emerging Infectious Diseases was set to be implemented nationwide. A negative COVID-19 test prior to travel is also no longer required in certain areas. Senator Sherwin Gatchalian wants to raise the age of sexual consent to 18, saying teenage mothers tend to be victims of sexual abuse. The senator earlier filed Senate Bill 739, raising the age of sexual consent to 18. He deplored that the age of consent in the Philippines is 12 years old, the lowest in Asia and the second lowest in the world. The Pasay City government announced on Sunday that residents with close contact with COVID-19 patients could avail of free swab tests as the city grapples with a ballooning infection rate. Those who want to be tested must present a valid ID and a Philippine Health Insurance Corporation or PhilHealth number. Residents without a PhilHealth number will be asked to fill out a form at the vaccination site. Swab testing will resume on March 1 from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. until March 5 at the Andres Bonifacio Elementary School and Malibay Plaza. Topping business, Philippine headline inflation likely further accelerated in February because of low base effects and higher prices of food, oil, and electricity, analysts polled by the Manila Times said. Projections for the month ranged from 4.6 to 5%, with a 4.8% average higher than the 4.2% in January and year earlier's 2.6%. Official February inflation data will be released by the Philippine Statistics Authority on March 5. Robert Dan Roses, chief economist of Security Bank Corporation, projected inflation to settle within 4.8 to 5.2%, which is a 5% average. In sports, Rene Marc Cuarto is the new International Boxing Federation minimum weight champion. In an all-Filipino clash, KUWTT beat Pedro Taduran via unanimous decision, dethroning the latter at the Bula Gym in General Santos City on Saturday. All three judges came up with identical 115 to 113 scorecards in favor of KUWTT. With the victory, the Zamboanga del Norte native improved his 19-2-2 win-loss draw record with 11 knockouts. Taduran was trying to push the pace all throughout, but KUWTT would have none of it, keeping his defense intact and looking for golden opportunities to strike. Rigoberto Tiglao and Father Anilio Aquino are today's front page columnists. Tiglao wonders why detained Senator Laila de Lima is still earning money while in prison, while Father Aquino analyzes the issue on children adopting their mother's maiden names. Today's editorial believes there are questions and uncertainties surrounding vaccination program rollout. Read the full version on the paper's opinion section or listen to the voice of the times. For more news and information, get a copy of the Manila Times on print, subscribe to its digital edition, or log on to www.manilatimes.net. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook, or Instagram, and keep up with the Times. With the Fort Villa Serran, this is Arik John C. reporting. May have a safe week ahead.